news this morning, Ukraine fired U.S.-made missiles into Russia for the first time. That's according to officials in Moscow. The move comes just 2 days after President Biden gave Ukraine permission to use the long-range missiles to strike targets inside Russia. This news comes a few hours after Russian President Vladimir Putin said the country has a right to respond to an attack like this one with nuclear weapons.
Um, so yeah, not even a few days go by after Biden authorized the use of the missiles that we gifted them. Ukraine decided to go ahead and fire off into Russia. So this is not a drill. This is actually that just happened. It's breaking news for this morning, and it's freaking crazy. This is insane. And yet, I'm sure in the media side, they're going to downplay it and somehow maybe just blame Trump for it, even though Joe Biden literally is the one who pulled the trigger. Basically, once again, he is going to make sure he leaves the office of president with a whole new war to jump into, that he's literally just saying to Russia and the BRICS organization, hey, it is us, America. We sanctioned it. We want to fight. Oh, yeah. And here's Trump. Good luck. Have fun with it. That's basically what this is right now. That now you have the Ukrainian government, President Zelensky, firing off the missiles into Russian land, into Russian territory. We are in World War III alert updates here. Now, for people who are not aware of like the process of World War III, or just World War I, World War II, it didn't just automatically become World War I, World War II. It always is always a jumping point between a country and another country. That's always been the case. So for any idiot out there that's talking about this is not World War III or anything like that, you're a moron. Go back in history. When we study history for World War I and World War II, but somehow every time it's always about Germany and some other country. It's always one country versus another country. But the pacts and agreements that those countries have with other countries will force those countries' hands to come and help their buddy out, help their partner out. That's generally the crust of how you get from two countries fighting to all the countries fighting. And you forget that America is right there with NATO and Israel, where you also have Russia and the BRICS organization. That's Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, and the many other countries who are now joining sides with them. That's what this is building up to that point. And once again, technically, Vladimir Putin, he has America dead to rights long before this incident of knowing that America has been interfering, because he's aware that America has been financing Ukraine. America was a key factor in NATO trying to get Ukrainians to join NATO to prompt this whole situation in the first place. And keep in mind that under Democratic leadership, you do start to notice a trend with us starting wars, or at least setting up the proxy wars, at least the major wars. Because remember, the Crimea annexation that happened, that was under Obama. So funny enough that under Joe Biden, we had the start of the Ukrainian Russian war going on. Funny enough, because Trump didn't start any of this, but yet Trump may have to come in here to actually join and finish World War III when he ran on a campaign of no new wars and negotiating peace deals. While you have Joe Biden out here, he's just going to go all out and just authorize weapons, like pretty much prompting the world that, yeah, instead of funding you now, we're going to give you actual weapons, like openly. Like, this is, how can you not tell this is not a sabotage of the next administration, who ran on a campaign of negotiating peace and no new wars, where you got the previous administration who's actively involving themselves in the war? How can Trump walk that back? Because remember, foreign countries, for the most part, they're not going to necessarily see a president or a new transitional president. They're going to see the country action against another country. They're not going to see, oh, this is just a guy that left the office, but a new guy ain't gonna do it anymore. They're not gonna forget bombs landing in their own country that was supplied by the United States. So this is something to keep an eye out on. This is gonna be really big. It's gonna lead to more escalation. And keep an eye on the Middle East, Israel, Palestine, and Iran. Keep an eye on it as well, because remember, these people are all linked together. We're all allies to some group. So keep an eye on this as well to see if that's not a new escalation of force between Iran in response to this. Because right now, all the pieces are lining up for World War III. The American Israel NATO alliance, as well as the BRICS alliance. So just keep an eye on it. This is big. This is something you should keep an eye on. Now, if you like the content that we provide today, just like, share, and subscribe. new channel. We want to keep this thing going. We want to go even further. We want to do more, but we can't do it without you. So please just like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next countdown.